hot shots that I know, and I've been fortunate to be a part of some cool things, and I'm fortunate to be in, if there's a totem pole of success in songwriting, my friends are at the top, and I'm somewhere underneath them, but I'm glad to be somewhere on the totem pole. And so what a great way to spend a Friday, yeah? I got a couple glasses of vino and I'm not apologizing for it. So here's a song about a complicated, this is a great Friday night, here's a song about a complicated weekend. It felt like any other Friday night, there was something in the air alright, and I knew at the moment. I looked at my phone cause you called me, told me you were gonna be in town, wondering if I'm gonna be around. Well, I tried to say no, but the next thing I know, you were dancing real slow with your head on my shoulder. Damn this band, damn this song, damn this drink that's damn near gone from making me forget where my mind went from making you and I make so much sense. Damn this heart for this whole mess. Damn this bar, damn that dress. I thought you and I were giving up, and then, oh no, here we go again, damn. You been there? Come on. No? Just me? Only you can light me up this way. That ain't ever been the issue, babe. No, we both know that this is foolish and risky, and I stopped caring the moment you kissed me. Damn this band, damn this song, damn this drink that's damn near gone from making me forget where my mind went from making you and I make so much sense. Damn this heart for this whole mess. Damn this bar, damn that dress. I thought you and I were giving up, and then, oh no, here we go again, damn. And tell me what we're doing here. Never mind, let's just play along till it disappears. Yeah, 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 yeah. Damn this band, damn this song, damn this drink that's damn near gone from making me forget where my mind went from making you and I make so much sense, darling. Damn this heart for this whole mess. Damn this bar, damn that dress. I thought you and I were giving up, and then, oh no, here we go again, oh no, here we go again, oh no, here we go again, damn. That's nice. If you're playing along in the audience, we're cabling to 4 now, which means something will go out of tune. Guitar players, you know what I'm talking about? No, listen, we need to have an interactive audience here, damn it. Or some music in a funky little record shop on the hip side of town. A vibe, a kind of throwback joint, had to take a look around. Found a bunch of old favorites, folk to classic rock, and songwriting singers. I let my fingers do the walking till they fell on the perfect pick. Neil Young's Harvest, come on. Did the trick, you know. It did the trick, and I can't tell you how it soothed my soul. From old man to that good old heart of gold. Music up, windows down, I sang along as I drove around. Back in time with my good friend Neil in East Nashville. True story, every line. Was getting deep into guitar when that record came out. I'm talking about the vinyl now, still got that one at the house. I'm SoCal born and raised, I was a teen in the 70s. And that Cali country sound, well, it struck a chord with me in those days when I didn't have a care. Well, that first downbeat took me right back there, and I can tell you how it soothed my soul. From old man to that good old heart of gold. Music up, windows down, I sing along as I drove around. Back in time with my good friend Neil in East Nashville. We got a harmonica player, you know. I can tell you how it soothed my soul. From old man to that good old heart of gold. Music up, windows down, I sing along as I drove around. Back in time with my good friend Neil. Feeling about as good as anything I could feel. Back in time with my good friend Neil in East Nashville. Ooh, in East Nashville. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. Anybody relate to that? Come on, come on. Neil Young was an early hippie, somewhere in his early 20s. A lot of talking back there. We're going to get the ushers to go back there right now, Tony. He went up to Santa Cruz Mountains and bought some land, about 800 acres at the time. It's since been larger. And with that land came a ranch foreman named Louis Avila. And Louis was a loner like Neil. And they connected because of that, you know, and they would just hang out. They'd go around this lake-ish pond kind of a thing around. They'd go out in Neil's Jeep and they'd talk and they'd connect on the fact that they were both sort of loners. And Neil wrote a song to him and he said, "Old man, I'm a lot like you." Neil Young wrote Old Man for Louis Avila. And I wrote a song, I wrote a book about it, about those kind of things, stories behind iconic songs in the 60s and 70s. I've got some if you like. But, you know, just the backward stories about the things that matter and just the seeds behind those songs. Anyway, you doing good, guys? Everybody okay? That's such a manipulative question. What are you going to say? No, it's terrible. Shut up, short, bald man. Sing.
We love you.
This last August 6th, I have passed 36 years of marriage to 17 different women. Just kidding, just one. And this is a thought about what that means for me. Let me see, maybe I should, hold on. I might just peek. I can't even see that shit, but I'm going to pretend I can, and it's going to be some sort of a mental encouragement. My Uncle Bob owned a garage till the day that he retired. He needed help around the shop, and I'm the one he hired. More than anything, he loved to keep those old cars on the road, to keep them purring like a cat. He'd say, "Here's what you need to know. Change the oil, check the tires, fill the tank, make sure the wires are all connected. There ain't nothing sexy about it, but you sure break down without it. So if keeping it good and strong is your desire, change the oil, check the tires." He was married to my Aunt Harry in close to 50 years. I'm sure they had their struggles, but way more smiles than tears. So the day that I got married, I said, "Hey Bob, what advice you got?" He said, "Pay attention to the little things, boy, they add up to a lot. Change the oil, sure the wires are all connected. There ain't nothing sexy about it, but you'll sure break down without it. So if keeping it good and strong is your desire, change the oil, check the tire. The only thing that's worse than having something go all wrong is knowing I could have done something about it all along. So I changed the oil and I checked the tire. Shit, that's out of tune. I filled the tank, make sure the wires are all connected. There ain't nothing sexy about it, but you sure break down without it. So if keeping it good and strong is your desire, change the oil. What? Check the tire. Thank you very much. That out of tune, but my heart wasn't. Damn it.
That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.
This is the little things. I'm telling you, no judgment. Things happen in life. I'm not getting into that, but you know. Man, again, the B string. I don't know what's going on that knee. So I got this chance to write something to submit, at least, for the show Yellowstone. You ever watch Yellowstone?
Yeah.
And so I had already been watching a bunch, and I got this phone call. Just submit something, and yada yada. And hasn't been picked up yet. But I wrote something for it that I thought was on the money, and I'm gonna play it for you now when it's in tune. And even that will be suspect. Okay, so if you're playing along, we're dropping to D now. We're dropping the E to D. If you're a guitar player, man, that's sexy, but I'm gonna tell you what. Come on, son, get in there. That first song I played, Damn, has been sitting in a pretty good camp for a while. We'll see if it happens, but it's sitting in a pretty cool spot. You know, recording-wise, we'll see. I say that too. So I watched Yellowstone. I've been watching already, and then when I got this chance to write something for it, I was watching more intently. And it was like, damn, you can't trust anybody. No, but not a character, I mean, not from just watching, but a character in the show. It's like, who do you trust? Your family? Please, nobody. You could blow you up tomorrow, man. And I thought it was like walking through a field of snakes. And that took me to this. And I submitted. We'll see what happens. That hurts my feelings a little bit. See how this sounds dark?
Good.
And I thought about this old adage that when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And they show you their cards, believe what you see. That's who they are, and that's who they're gonna be. The snake in the grass will stay just out of sight. When you walk past, it sure as hell gonna bite. Some people are poison, they surely got no soul. They lie for a living, and every inch given will be taken till they take control. Your best bet when you cross that line is to ride up high in the saddle, or walk with eyes wide open and listen for the rattle. The rattle, you know what I mean? They will play with the truth, let the games begin. They come on real smooth, then they'll shut that white-skinned snake. Ain't no stop until the bellies are fed. You're gonna fight that fight, you better cut off that head. 'Cause some people are poison, they surely got no soul. They lie for little, every year given will be taken till they take control. Your best bet when you cross that ground is to ride up high in the saddle, walk with eyes wide open, listen for the rattle. Wish you could play here in the lead, I played on there. Some people are poison, they surely got no soul. They lie for a living, and every inch given will be taken till they take control. Your best bet when you cross that line is to ride up high in the saddle, or walk with eyes wide open. Listen for the rattle, yeah. Listen for the rattle, yeah. Thank you kindly. That needs to be in the show, and if they're not, I declare right here and now, Kevin Costner will never work in this town again. I mean, I know he's done fine without my help, but still, that being aside. You know, he doesn't call me anymore either, it's just sad. He never called me before either. Yeah, I feel good, I wrote that my damn self. You know. Okay. Shall I do one more? You know, I spend a lot of time with songwriters trying to, I get to teach at these two big expos, you know, and I tell them, I said, we are looking for a brand new way to say the same old thing. And that's very challenging. I don't even start a song unless I feel like the idea is strong, because if I do, the dude next to me can do it, so who gives a shit? If I want to start it, it's because I feel like I got an angle. And I wrote my books the same way, just if I could just do a selfless plug. You mind? I got kids, you know, I got things, I got stuff to do. You know? And, you know, bada bing, bada boom. And so I read 55 books on the subject of 60s and 70s music. I grew up in the middle of 60s and 70s music in the concrete of Los Angeles. That stuff still informs my world to this day. And when I first started playing music, I didn't fit in Nashville because they didn't fit my thing, but after a while they turned around, and pretty soon, what we used to call country, you know, Cali country, sort of rock and roll, really, Eagles, Jackson Brown, all that kind of stuff, it turned out to be kind of a Cali country thing. Who knew? I didn't know at the time. I was listening to Linda Ronstadt and Neil Young, please, Harvest, and that steel guitar, and please, are you kidding me? Dan Dugmore and Linda Ronstadt playing steel guitar, just killing me good. And I've seen every interview known to man, and I've been around enough to meet a few people. So I suddenly, in the middle of that, I went, you know what? I know a lot of song origins. I don't know that I meant to, but I do. I'm not, no, hooray me. I just do. And so I tell my friends the stories, but I would tell it backwards. It's the same reason when I approach a song. If I don't have an angle, who gives a shit? Because anybody can do it. Right? It's like starting a new business. It's like going, well, if you don't have an angle on it, then the business has been done already. So I started telling these stories backwards. So in my books, the two little small books, the title of the story, there's a page and a half each story. The title of the story tells you nothing. It's sneaky. Right? The first one I ever wrote, sorry, can I go on for half a second?
Of course.
First one I ever wrote was called The Bass, and talked about a boyfriend and girlfriend who just finished breakfast at Art's Deli in Studio City on Ventura Boulevard, but by the way, it's still there. Walked back to their car on what they called, very important, a relatively cold, gray morning in Southern California, which we get on occasion, not often, but we get them. But it was important, because as they walked back to their car, they walked past an antique store. She looked inside that window and saw a vase, and she said, look at that. And he said, get it, you never get yourself anything. So she bought it, they got back in their car, drove up over Laurel Canyon, over Mulholland Drive, down to Lookout Mountain. When they pulled in the cabin that they both shared, he, in my book, ... turned the page, ... Graham Nash showed to her, Joni Mitchell, I'll tell you what, I'll light a fire, and you put the flowers in the vase that you bought today. My books are written just like that, backwards. There's not even a name until the top of the next page where you go, oh shit. I did it for a reason. It's like, well, I'm candidly, forgive me, I'm known in the songwriting world a bit, but in the book writing world, are you kidding? So that's Hebrew, by the way. You know, so all that to say this. If you're gonna write a heartbreak song, you gotta go, what's different about it for me, you know? And I got this idea one night, and this song's called Tabs. You see those eyes? Those are eyes full of lonely. You see that heart? It's as broken as it gets. I see you up there. See that? Broken as it gets. Even though he's heard a million hard luck stories, don't mean he never dances with his own regrets. He spent years being here, pouring feel good over ice. And sometimes silent therapy is the best word of advice. He's being our in-house psychologist and a resident earbender. So who's keeping tabs on the bartender? No one noticed the picture of his lady was no longer hanging on the wall. And I confess I'm embarrassed at the way we did not think to check with him, 'cause after all, he spent years being here, pouring feel good over ice. And sometimes silent therapy is the best word of advice. He's being our in-house psychologist, the resident earbender. So who's keeping tabs on the bartender? Yeah, the bartender. So tonight my friends and I are staying past last call to buy him around and give him time to spill it all. 'Cause he spent years being here, pouring feel good over ice. And sometimes silent therapy is the best word of advice. He's being our in-house psychologist, the resident earbender. Just really wanted to get earbender in there. So who's keeping tabs on the bartender? Yeah, who's keeping tabs, man, on the bartender? Thank you very much. I'm about to pull the plug. Are we okay for that? I did ask. I just wanted one record to say thank you, Michaela. Appreciate you.